Hi, I'm Kadijah Valentine with Pulse Magazine, and we are here in front of the Paranormal Bookstore on Cookman Avenue in Asbury Park. This bookstore opened on Friday the 13th in 2008. It is a place where you can participate in ghost huntings, paranormal investigations, and you can even have a party here. Today we will be interviewing Kathy Kelly, paranormal expert and owner of the store.
Hi Kadijah, come on in.
What is paranormal exactly, and how did you get started with it?
The word itself just means beyond normal. So pretty much anything that's outside of the normal would be paranormal. When we think about what paranormal is, I think we think of things that are far beyond normal. Ghosts, spirits, ESP, strange monsters, UFOs. Anything that you're curious about that's just outside the realms of what's normal, that's what we consider paranormal. And when I decided to open Paranormal Books and Curiosities, I wanted to do something that would create an environment where people who had questions about this stuff could come in and sit down and kind of flip through books and kind of expand their knowledge of these subjects, but not really answer the questions, just keep asking questions.
When I was a kid, I experienced some ghost encounters, so I was wondering if you experienced any ghost encounters when you were a kid.
Unfortunately, I have to say I didn't. It was a little bit later in my life that I had some experiences, but I think a lot of children do. And I think one of the reasons why they have these experiences is because they're far closer to the natural world as a child than we are later in life.
Yeah, they kind of scared me a little bit.
You know, it's unusual. It's not wrong for it to be frightening, but it does mean that you kind of have a broader vision than a lot of other people do.
Have you ever met any strange people coming into the store?
Oh yeah, met quite a few strange people. I like to call the store my island of misfit toys. I think in any other place they would be considered very strange, but they feel at home here. And I kind of like that. I like that there's a place where someone who doesn't fit into the social norms can come in and feel like they're at home. These are all photographs that are purported to be of actual spirits. I have these here so that people can see that paranormal investigation is not a new phenomenon, that it's actually been going on since the 1860s. This is probably one of the most famous photographs in early paranormal research. This is the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, and this was taken by a Life magazine photographer. And this photograph has never been debunked, but it does show what people reported to have seen in Raynham Hall for a century. Asbury Park was always known to be a resort town, but in 1934 it became known as the landing site, if you will, of one of the worst maritime disasters in American history, and that's when the SS Morro Castle caught fire at sea and actually came to rest here on the north beach of Asbury Park. You can see Convention Hall here, and you can see a jetty here, and this ship is in about 15 feet of water. There have been reports of phantom footsteps, phantom screams. The sounds of people moaning that have actually been reported on the beach. The ship itself became the single greatest tourist attraction. It actually led to the building of hotels, restaurants, and roads to get down to Asbury Park. And one of the most prominent legends that every single group of people on the face of the earth has had some experience with is vampires. We talk a lot about how vampires come to be, how they can be destroyed. And the reason that we do that here at the Paranormal Museum is these stories are an important part of our folklore and an important part of our cultural history. So we like to keep the stories alive and kind of explain to people that the ones that you're seeing in the movies today have a history that goes back thousands of years. And here we have examples of talking boards, or as they're more commonly known, Ouija boards. People have used these to communicate with the dead for hundreds of years. You see that there's a lot of different types and a lot of different styles, and really it became kind of an art to create these different Ouija boards. The idea was that these mystical boards could help you speak to the dead, and they used imagery from the East so that people would feel that there was some more mystical aspect to it. This one actually also glows in the dark. It doesn't really work that well, you know, but it would have done that so that you could turn the lights off. A lot of people think that they work because a spirit is actually moving what's called a planchette, which is a small device that points to these letters and words. But really what it is it's small involuntary movements that your body is doing. The question though is, where are the answers that you're actually moving to coming from? And a lot of people believe that they're coming from spirits who are communicating subconsciously with your mind. So are you interested in maybe opening up a channel and seeing if we can communicate with those who've crossed over?
Yeah, I'd love to.
So what we have here is the contemporary Ouija board. This also glows in the dark. And this right here is called a planchette. And the way the planchette works is we're going to put our fingers on it very, very lightly. And essentially what we're going to do is, it's important to have an open mind, and we're just going to invite whatever spirit is present to speak with us. Now, would you like to do the speaking? All right, I'll start it and then you can pick it up, okay? We're calling to any spirit present who wishes to communicate with us. We'd like to know if you can tell us your name. If there's someone here with us, can you let us know by moving this device?
If there's anyone here with us, can you let us know that you're here by moving this?
I guess this just goes to show you that they're just as busy as we are. They don't always answer the phone. If there's anyone here with us, can you move this device and let us know? G. O. Is that your initials? Can you tell us your name? Are you still here with us? Do you want to say goodbye? Okay, goodbye. Go. Not sure what that means. It felt like it was struggling to start. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then
I did felt that. I'm just like...
Right? Did you feel like you were almost resisting it?
It was almost as if like...
It was twisting and turning itself or something.
Thinking, like, what should I say? What should I do?
Or like it was just didn't have the energy. I would recommend that if you are going to use a Ouija board, just take it for what it is. And also be respectful. If it actually is a spirit, that spirit was a person. So I just recommend people who do anything having to do with the paranormal, that they remember that at the other side of the words that they're saying, they're speaking to a human being. That human being may not have a body anymore, but it's still a human being.
Well, that's our show for today. I'm Kadijah Valentine with Pulse Magazine here at the Paranormal Bookstore, and we'll see you next time.